Okay. Sorry. This is what I normally look like. Without makeup and filter. This is my skin. It's normal. That's, just people. Anyway, what I want to talk about is the fact that I'm gonna get a little emotional, but I have completely changed my diet over the last 120 days, and something that I have noticed since I've been doing it is like I'm obviously, I've been losing weight. I lost 20 pounds, and which is crazy to think that I was even 20 pounds heavier than I am, and that it was a problem, because I never even knew that it was a problem until I started having trouble. So I didn't realize in my mind how big I was. And then even now, like, I still see areas where I'm like, yeah, I need to lose weight there. But I'm like, wow, I didn't even realize that I was that big. It's crazy. Anyway, going off subject, you change your eating habits, you change the way you do everything, and I feel great. I do feel a lot better. But one thing I do have to say about it is my body has went through a lot of roller coasters, up and down, just trying to figure out what I can eat, what I can't eat, what's good for my body, what affects my body, what doesn't. Like, I went through so many things, and I've had a lot of ups and downs. I've been doing ketovore, or whatever you want to call it. From the very beginning, I was real strict on everything that I was doing. Like, basically my guidelines were, if God didn't make it, I'm not eating it. The whole middle of the grocery store wasn't even an option for me. Like, it was produce, meats. I stopped drinking milk. I would eat cheese and stuff like that, and Greek yogurt. But then slowly here and there, I would try to introduce things back in that I thought would be okay for the keto diet, and then I would have a problem with it. It would make me sick, or something would happen. So I think that's what I've been going through the last couple months, and it's kind of been crazy to think that I was consuming these things for so many years, thinking that it was okay, and it wasn't okay for my body. My body never wanted these things inside of it, because it just didn't, everybody's different, and these things that I would eat or consume or whatever were not good for me, and everybody's different. But like, for instance, I tried to drink milk one day and I got extremely sick. And like, I started realizing that I was lactose intolerant, and I had been lactose intolerant probably for years, because I had a lot of problems with digestive issues, and I would get gassy, and I would literally be burping like all the time. And I loved ice cream, and I never knew. Like, I would drink creamer in my coffee every morning. I would eat ice cream at night. I would cook with milk. I would do everything. Drink chocolate milk, thinking everything was okay. And this whole time, I was not okay. It was making me sick, to the point where I had to go to GI doctors, and they were telling me I had IBS and all these things. Well, maybe I formed IBS from having all these issues, but I don't think I really ever had IBS. I think I just was consuming things that were not good for me. Now, I can eat certain, I stay away from American cheese because it's awful. Do not eat that. But, aged cheeses are good. And I also eat Greek yogurt, and I never had a problem with that. But I had a problem with sour cream one day, and I had a problem with milk. So I stay away from that stuff. And most recently, I'm running into things like corn. I made dinner one night because I've slowly started introducing things back into my diet to see if it works for me. But I ate corn, and that did not go over well for a few days. So yeah, I cannot eat corn or anything associated with corn, which, if you think about that, everything has corn syrup in it, especially all that processed food. And going back, I cut all of that out. So I introduced just regular corn back into my diet, and it made me sick. So to think all these years I was eating probably everything that had corn in it, and I was getting sick, and I was so used to it that I thought that was normal. But it's not normal. You got to really think about like what you're putting in your body, and then going forward over the last couple weeks, I started having these really like like anxiety attacks and like things like that, and like I just didn't feel right. Well, I started pinpointing it down to caffeine, coffee, because I would get up every morning and drink coffee, but my husband pointed out that he was like, it seems like you're drinking more coffee lately, so maybe that's the problem. Well, let's just go back to this morning where I was like, coffee can't be the problem. I can't give up coffee. I love coffee so much. So I made a small cup of coffee after not drinking it for a few, 3-4 days. And it started making me not feel good. So my friend pointed out that when you're cleaning your body out, you're cleaning your system out, your body is going to become more sensitive to the things that you consume and put in it. And so your bodies will literally tell you what you do not need and what it does not want. Okay, so my body's telling me these things. It's becoming a lot more sensitive to the things that I consume, and I'm okay with that. Like, I guess I'm okay with that. I'm a little heartbroken over the coffee, y'all. I'm not gonna I wanted to cry. But you know what? At the end of the day, I'd rather be healthier. I'd rather be sticking around for my kids for a while and hopefully be able to watch them have children and their families of their own and be there. And I was getting to a point where I was making myself sick. I am 4'11", and I got up to 181 pounds. I could not walk up the stairs without being out of breath. And it was at that point that I knew I needed to make a change. Now, for me being so short, that weight makes me look a lot bigger. So on somebody that's 5'7" or something, it might not be that bad. It's according to how tall you are. But for me, it was just squishing everything in me. My feet don't hurt anymore when I get off work. I feel lighter. I don't feel sick. Don't get me wrong. I pass gas and I, have digestive issues here and there, but it's not at all like it used to be. Like, it was literally every day. And that means that you are consuming things and you are having a problem with things that you're putting in your body. That is not normal. And I want to point that out. That is not normal. And if people tell you that it is, it's not. So I just wanted to get on here and share this. I don't care if it's TMI. People need to know. I'm here to share my story. And yeah, I don't know, y'all. Just try to make a difference. These people, these companies, they don't care about you and they're poisoning you. But there are choices out there. There are things that you can buy that will give you the nutrients that you need. And something else that I started doing was gardening, growing my own stuff. If you have just even a little bitty area where you can grow food, even if you have a balcony, get a couple pots, grow some tomatoes, grow there. Learn how to do it, because you need to become self-sufficient. Because one day, pretty much every single thing, if it's not already, is poisoned. And we just need to know how to take care of ourselves, because we need to have the nutrients and the things that we need to survive. And I don't know. I don't even know what to say anymore. But I wanted to share that with y'all. Watch what you put in your bodies. Make a lifestyle change. You will feel so much better. And it might be a little upsetting at times, but you'll get through it. I know I'm going to get through this. I'm going to get to my goal weight. I'm down to 161, 162, so that's pretty much almost 20 pounds, and I still have some weight that I need to lose, but in timing, it will happen, and I'll be where I want to be, and I'll be healthier, and I'll be able to be around for my family, my children. So just wanted to get on here and say that. All right, bye.